5 signs success has already started. I'm going to go through these one by one to encourage you on your journey of making it. I'm obsessed with formation. So here's what this means. From birth until a person makes it, what happens in between? Like, what's happening with this person? And so what I'm realizing is that a lot of these greats have some similar patterns, and they show 5 signs before they're actually going to make it. Number 1, they know. Hold on, said differently. No one came up to him and said, you should be this. They already knew in their heart what they were, and then other people's comments confirms it. Whether it was through a quiet time, whether it was through a prayer time, whether it was through just like, I wake up and know what I'm supposed to do, that is confirmed with a higher power before anybody else knows. And so we have these things deep down in our heart that I believe are God imprints, and you know what you're supposed to do, exactly what it is, before everybody else does. Great example, Arnold Schwarzenegger said, I knew at age 10 I was going to be elite in one field. No one told him that. He verbalized it. It was his own heart saying this, not other people. First sign of success. You know your gifting before everybody else does. Number 2, your current work is going to impact what you're ultimately called to do. And they're typically not in the same domain. They can be, for example, Da Vinci was always an artist. Raphael was always an artist. Other people don't fit that bill, and I think more people are like me in that regard, and you, when it comes to the current domain, doesn't match up what they're going to do, but it really impacts what they're going to do. Great example. Vera Wang, elite fashion designer, she understood what it took to be great in a field. She said, I'm waking up at 4 a.m. while my friends are partying, going out and have these lunch dates. I'm waking up at 4 a.m. to try to make the Olympic skating team. I would skate for 8 hours while everyone else was having fun. She understood work. Skating is not fashion designing, but the discipline, the effort, the consistency's there. She was going to be great. It was a matter of time. Her current work impacted her. You know what I was doing before I was preaching? I was teaching econ, teaching PE. I had to get up in front of every day in a group and teach something. It wasn't the Bible. It wasn't this. But that teaching impacted today, and I knew that it was going to. Another one. I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to encourage you because it's hard to get what you ultimately want. And these are just signs that you're on your way. Andrew Carnegie, businessman. His friends are working the assembly line. He gets lucky. He gets to be a telegraph operator. So he's taking a message, giving it to another businessman. He's interacting with politicians at like age 12 and 13. He is in a world that his friends didn't get into, and he's seeing business every day at a young age. And what the heck has happened? He turns into this elite businessman. Well, that current work, when he was 12 or 13, was teaching him how business worked, was teaching him how to talk to people, how they interacted, what they were saying. Sign number 3. Setbacks don't bother you as much. You're going to have them. But when you come to understand who you are and you have a setback, instead of being like, man, I'm quitting, you see setbacks as, this was necessary. Hey, this had to happen. I know I'm on my way now because this setback came in my life. Oh my goodness. It almost feels like it's demonic and some enemies trying to stop you from reaching your calling. It's like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Then a setback happens and you're like, wow, I lost again. I know I'm going to make it now. Come on, somebody. Setbacks no longer bother you as much. It's not a sign to quit. Setbacks are seen as part of the formation. This is the classic sports example. Trust the process. When you're on your way to success and you have a failure, you know it had to happen instead of being defeated by it. Number 4. Oh man, I love this one. You naturally attract like-minded people. A great example of this is Enzo Ferrari. He never went out and got a team. He had people come to him because they're like, that Ferrari is nice. He just was who he was. Hey, here I am. And here's what happens. When you decide like to step into who you are, though it's not fully happening yet, when you step into it, like, and it's not this like you just cut people off. It happens naturally because you're going for something. The people who aren't going with you, they get left behind. And now think about that. You go for something, and then on that path, you pick up people along the way. They're like, oh, I like what he's doing. Oh, I like what she's saying. Oh, that's what she's about. Let me join that and birth that with him or her. So you bring in a team naturally. You don't even have to recruit them. They're like, bro, that person is great at what they do. I got to get involved in that. And last but not least, 5 signs success has started. You have a day. Bro, you have a day. It's like such a day of confirmation. I'll give a sports example. It's like someone struggling to play soccer, then all of a sudden they have a hat trick. They score 3 goals. Like, I didn't even know I was capable. This was me growing up in 5th grade, bro. I hit 8 threes one game. I'm like, oh my God, I can actually shoot. I have a day. Doesn't mean every day was like that or the days following were like that. I had a moment. This is an agent signing a player who is really high level, and they're like, oh my goodness, we got something here. This, like, we're capable. And I'm going to finish with this. You have a day. When the Wright brothers set out to fly, they were made fun of. People thought it was impossible. But you know what they did? They had a moment where they had lift for like 30 seconds. And just by doing that, they knew it was possible. They failed the following days. But just because that day they knew they could figure it out. Hey, thank you for listening. I am literally here for you. I want to encourage you on your journey because it's the same journey I'm on. Much love. See you next time.